Get ready to fly.
Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's just put this over here. How the fuck are we feeling, ladies and gentlemen? The Jets win 5-3 over the St. Louis Blues without Mark Scheifele. That's the fucking story. The Jets come home and dominate the St. Louis Blues, and they deserve this. The St. Louis Blues kicked them up and down Missouri, a terrible state to be kicked around in, and after they tried to injure, they possibly took Mark Scheifele out of the series with a dirty hit from Braden Shen up high as he was jumping. The Jets respond and go, that's nice, we're gonna beat your ass on the scoreboard. And they do. Let's get into this game. Jordan Binnington was irrelevant. And that is the best thing that the Jets have done in this series, is make him irrelevant. Hellebuck, little shaky, but he made the saves when he needed to, including the save of the playoffs of Oscar Sundqvist with an entire open net. So, let's get into this. Kyle Connor starts the party early on a great pass from Mark Scheifele. Reaction here. Appleton got high sticked, no call, out front shot. Kyle Connor! Kyle Connor!
No, Appleton, stop complaining. Just take the goal.
Take the goal. Mason Appleton's high stick, but the Jets have taken the lead in Game 5.
In 2 minutes.
Kyle Connor! Woo! Now, not lost on us here is the fact that a egregious high-sticking penalty was missed on Mason Appleton, which he argued about, and he did make it known to them. The Jets do capitalize, though, nonetheless. Puts them up 1-0, and then Nathan Walker, who's made his presence known physically in this series, had probably his best game of the series for the St. Louis Blues. We're going to talk about how depth scoring was a really big difference maker for the Winnipeg Jets. The Blues did get a fair amount of depth scoring here, with 2 goals from Walker and 1 from Snuggerud, even though it was a terrible goal that Jimmy Snuggerud scored and should never have went in the net. Walker in front of the net tips a Parayko bomb, who just kept getting fed the puck all night in the slot, which is something the Jets might want to address in Game 6, because they did give a little bit too much. However, they did do a good job of getting the front of the net taken care of, except for on this goal reaction here. Missed the net!
Oh, you guys got to get this out.
They're moving it around again. Another shot for Brago. They score! Colton Parayko deflected shot, and the Blues have tied the game.
Zach, you want me to quickly switch logos?
Nathan Walker will tie the game 1-1. Yeah, Walker ties the game 1-1. And the Jets have 2 options here. They can either roll over and die, which they did in Game 3 and 4, or they can stay and fight it out. They do. They stay and fight it out. And you know what? Nino Niederreiter is overdue for this goal. Shot from the point from Dylan Sandberg on a D-to-D pass, and Niederreiter gets a piece of it, deflects it past Jordan Binnington to retake the lead. Reaction here. For Neil Pionk, back to Sandberg, waits, low, shot!
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Nino Niederreiter!
Zach, wait a
I
minute.
punched him in the dick. This is a massive goal. And the Jets survive the end of the period. An amazing save on Colton Parayko from Connor Hellebuck, who's challenging out of his net, keeps this a 2-1 lead. And here's Carter's thoughts on the game.
And this is how you fucking came. Oh, come on. Yeah.
Good morning, afternoon, and my turn, jackass.
Sweet. Get the fuck out of here.
What a stop by Hellebuck! Huge win for the Jets. Get it done. Played half a game without Mark Scheifele. Really, really hoping that Scheifele will be ready for Game 6. We need him. He's a very important aspect of this team. But I'm not going to lie, I'm really, really glad how that depth finally stepped up the way that we've been asking them to. It's unfortunate it took Scheifele going down for that to happen. Nemesnikov really got going. Nino Niederreiter started to get going on that third line playing with Lowry and Appleton. Appleton for a while, it kind of looked like he was coasting, but then he had that beautiful pass to set up that goal for Nemesnikov. And so overall, very, very pleased with the Jets' victory going into St. Louis. I would love if the Jets could get this done on the road. I'm hoping that it's kind of like what the Blues did to us in, I believe it was 2019, where all games were won on the road till the Blues won at home in Game 6 and then took the series, that the opposite happens. All games won at home, but maybe the Jets on the road can close this out in 6. My original prediction for the series was Jets in 6. I'm still hoping for that. Huge win. Connor Hellebuck, huge night for him, as that was something being talked about constantly, and he made some incredible saves for us tonight and was a key piece for the Jets, and he played the way he needed to. So overall, great game by the Jets, and back to Zach.
Nice. Good job, buddy. So, we go through it, and we go to the second period. And no Mark Scheifele. Mark Scheifele was taken out over an accumulation of injuries, probably pulled by the concussion spotter, if we're completely honest. But we hope he's back for Game 6, because he's going to be a big part of Game 6. Without Nikolai Ehlers, with Gabe Vilardi back, Vilardi did not find the score sheet, but he did make his presence known in this game, and that was key. We go to the second period. Jimmy Snuggerud scores to make it a 2-2 reaction here.
Cross, walking in, shot, they score. I don't know how that puck went in. A bad goal for Jimmy Snuggerud.
This is a bad goal. This is a bad goal by Hellebuck, and the only bad goal, dare I say, he gave up of the night on Jimmy is from Jimmy Snuggerud. Just beats him. He thinks it's going up, and he just slides it under Hellebuck's leg, and it's a bad look. But the Jets don't quit, and Gabe Vilardi in front of the net causes this. Sometimes it's not about making a difference in front of the net. It's about making noise in front of the net. And Gabe Vilardi makes a sure hell of a lot of noise when he's in front of the net. Colton Parayko takes notice of this, and then Dylan DeMello, the sniper that he is, banks it off the leg of Colton Parayko to retake the lead 3-2.
I don't make the rules. Back to the point. DeMello, shot.
Bring it in. Bring it
Let's
in.
go! The Jets! Undoubtedly! A Dylan DeMello shot! And the Jets have taken the lead!
And then, and I'm going to be honest, I dogged on Mason Appleton all game. I shit on him. And you know what he did? He proved me wrong. He got 3 fucking assists. So that means I'm going to dog on him more. that's just he would understand. I understand. It's just how you got to do it. I wasn't high on Nemesnikov getting the promotion, but he worked his ass off in there. And Nemesnikov on a beautiful setup by Mason Appleton finds it to Kyle Connor, who finds Nemesnikov, who pokes it over the right side of Jordan Binnington, blocker side, to make it 4-2 reaction here.
Up the ice for Appleton, who fucking waits over to Connor power! Appleton does Nemesnikov, and the Jets have doubled the lead. Appleton does something. Yes.
Zachary gave me a
Depth.
And then the Jets go into this third period, and they just work it. They work their asses off. They defend the fuck out of here. There's a couple scary shifts where they're letting the Blues cycle it back to the point on point shots, but they did their due diligence. And Adam Lowry ices it into the empty net to make it 5-2 reaction here.
Niederreiter over to Lowry. Yeah! Yeah! Yes! Adam Lowry! And the Jets are gonna go back to St. Louis with a 3-2 lead!
And Lowry got the goal, the third line.
Now, Nathan Walker would score to make it 5-3. Reaction here.
Get your fucking ass together, you fucking shit. Shot scores. Nathan Walker makes it 5-3. And now they're gonna get rough stuff because it is the St. Louis Blues. Blues will cut into the lead to make it 5-3 with 51 seconds left.
Pull your goalie again.
But nonetheless, there was nothing to worry about. And the Jets pretty much ice it all the way to the end of the game, where they now take a 3-2 series lead back to St. Louis. Uncharted territory now. The Blues have to win Game 6. The Jets want to win Game 6, but the Blues have to. And you gotta win Game 6, I'd say. You don't want to go back at it. Game 7's always anyone's game. I don't care who the home team has won every game in this series. It doesn't matter. But nonetheless, it's a big game, and you gotta hope that the Jets bring their A game and they win. 3 stars of the game is going to be Kyle Connor, first star of the game. Mason Appleton, second star of the game. Vlad Nemeskov, third star of the game. Honestly, put them in any order you goddamn want. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you next time.
1-1, Nikolai Ehlers chips it through, gets it